Hello, basketball fans and Dub Nation believers. If you're as passionate about the Golden State Warriors as we are, you've felt the tension in the air this offseason. The rumors. The hesitation. The silence that's louder than words. And today, we're going deep into what's really happening behind the scenes. But before we jump in, make sure to subscribe to the channel, drop a like, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any critical updates about your team. Because what we're about to discuss isn't just about a trade rumor. It's about the identity of a franchise at a crossroads. The Golden State Warriors have built their legacy on calculated risk, relentless talent development, and a culture of unselfish winning. But now, in the summer of 2025, they find themselves in a peculiar position, frozen in time. While other NBA teams are locking in their rosters, Golden State has yet to sign or re-sign a single player. And it all comes down to one name, Jonathan Kuminga. For weeks, rumors have swirled. But they're not just noise, they're rooted in real tension and strategic paralysis. According to multiple reports, the Warriors have secured verbal agreements with three intriguing free agents: Al Horford, the seasoned veteran with a locker room presence and floor spacing IQ, DeAnthony Melton, a two-way combo guard who fits the modern NBA perfectly, and the beloved Gary Payton II, whose defense once electrified the fanbase. But none of these moves can be finalized. Not one. Why? Because Jonathan Kuminga hasn't made his decision. Golden State offered him a 2-year, $45 million extension, and he declined. Now, he's considering taking the 1-year, $7.9 million qualifying offer, betting on himself, and entering unrestricted free agency in 2026. And while that might sound bold, even admirable, it's also the source of a franchise-wide traffic jam. The issue isn't just the delay. It's what it means. Under the NBA's new second apron rule, created to prevent superteams and encourage financial balance, matching salaries in a trade has become significantly more complex. By staying on a small contract, Kuminga becomes nearly impossible to move in a blockbuster deal. Teams like the Milwaukee Bucks, for example, won't even pick up the phone if the numbers don't add up, and that closes the door on dream scenarios involving stars like Giannis Antetokounmpo. And yet, the interest in Kuminga is real, and it's rising. Both the Sacramento Kings and Phoenix Suns have made aggressive overtures, reportedly offering long-term deals in the neighborhood of $90 million over 4 years. That kind of money shows they see Kuminga as a future star, not just a role player. The Kings, in particular, seem to be circling. They've been named repeatedly in league circles as the team most likely to pull the trigger if Golden State reopens sign-and-trade discussions. But for now, Mike Dunleavy Jr. and the Warriors front office have hit the brakes. There's a strategic silence. A pause. No one's rushing into anything. And while that might frustrate fans, it's a sign of how delicately this franchise is walking the cap tightrope. Golden State is navigating the brutal terrain of the luxury tax and the second apron, where every decision has ripple effects that last for seasons. And let's be honest, it's not just about money. There's emotion in this, too. Kuminga has made it clear, through actions more than words, that he feels stifled in Golden State. Despite flashes of brilliance and a skill set that screams star potential, his playoff minutes were limited. His role never felt fully defined. And in the modern NBA, where players crave freedom to showcase their talent, that can fracture even the most promising relationships. He believes the franchise has held him back. And when a player starts feeling like he has more to prove somewhere else, the writing is on the wall. So what happens now? If the Warriors keep Kuminga on his current deal, they lock themselves into a tough position. Yes, they keep a young, ascending player at an under-market value. But it's a lose-lose in the eyes of many analysts. Because the moment you try to use him in a trade, you'll find out that his contract is too small to get a star in return. And if you let him walk in 2026 without compensation, that's a devastating asset loss, especially for a franchise trying to reload, not rebuild. Still, there's a path forward, if the Warriors are willing to be bold. The Kings remain the most viable trade partner. They're eager to inject athleticism and upside into their roster, and Kuminga fits their timeline perfectly. A revised deal could include intriguing prospects like Devin Carter, Nick Clifford, or Maxim Ryard, young pieces that, paired with veteran additions, could help Golden State reshape its identity around shooting, movement, and switchable defense. And that brings us back to those pending signings: Horford, Melton, and potentially Gary Payton too. Each represents a fork in the road. Horford, though nearing the end of his career, offers leadership and playoff-tested versatility. Melton is exactly the kind of player Golden State covets, someone who can defend at the point of attack and knock down open shots. And then there's Payton. Warriors fans love him. His defense, his hustle, his charisma, it's all unforgettable. But after multiple injuries and the team's pivot toward more reliable spacing and shooting, sources now say his return is unlikely. It's a tough pill to swallow. But the NBA is unforgiving, especially when money is tight and every contract must maximize value. The truth is, this offseason isn't just about Kuminga. It's about a franchise trying to stay relevant in a Western Conference that's getting younger, faster, and more competitive. The Warriors are no longer the hunted. They're the ones trying to recapture their magic before the window shuts completely. And every move, or delay, in this process tells us more about their strategy. So where does this all leave us? It leaves us with a team stuck in limbo. A front office holding its breath. A locker room waiting for clarity. And a fanbase watching, wondering if the next move will define the next 5 years. Because it might. Kuminga's gamble is brave, there's no doubt. He's betting on his potential, on his ability to earn a massive payday in 2 years and take control of his career. But that bet comes with consequences. Not just for him, but for everyone around him. For the Warriors, the clock is ticking. Every day they wait, other teams improve. Every day Kuminga holds out, opportunities pass. And yet, one right move, one right trade, or even one moment of renewed commitment could turn this narrative completely around. In the end, the Warriors have always thrived under pressure. They've always found their way through chaos and noise. But this time, the challenge is different. It's not about talent. It's about timing, vision, sacrifice, and faith in the long game. So, to every Warriors fan out there holding on to hope, stay ready. This story is far from over. The silence may be deafening, but it's the kind that comes before something big. Whether it's a blockbuster deal or a bold recommitment to the future, the next chapter is about to be written. And it might just define the dynasty's next act. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you stay ahead of every twist in the Warriors' journey. Let us know in the comments, should the Warriors trade Kuminga, or hold the line and gamble on growth? And here's a tip from the Fan Golden State Warriors channel: study financial education and have opportunities in the financial market by studying REITs and investing in large brokerages around the world.